to the Electro Archon whenever you are troubled.
Leave it to me. All of it. Whatever it is. What exactly is it? I didn't quite catch your request.
What? Another bad one?
Talk to the Electro Archon whenever you are troubled.
Another bad one? My sister. No, let me try again.
Talk to the Electro Archon whenever you are troubled.
You seem tired. Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2?
Let me try again.
Talk to the
Pronto, eu vou
Electro
fazer uma
Archon
missão
whenever
lendária,
you are
viu?
troubled.
Uma missão lendária de evento de encontros, viu? Ele fica aqui, ó, aqui na lista de missões aqui, ó, né? Aí temos só apertar aqui R2, no caso L2, perdão. Finais alcançado, tem que ter aquela chavinha aqui que eu já usei, a chavinha. Aí você vem aqui no Thoma, aperta X para ir, aí vamos nessa. Vou aceitar a missão dele aqui, que é a rotina do serviço doméstico, né? Aí vai mostrar um pouco da história e do trabalho aqui do Thoma, né? O lanceiro aqui. Não tem empregado da Kamisatoyaka. Vamos ver aqui, que é bem legal essa história aqui, viu? De evento de encontro aqui, eu gosto. Rotina de serviço doméstico. Vou começar.
Talk to the Electro Archon whenever you are troubled.
Aqui tem várias histórias aqui, viu? Tem mostrando a rotina dele, os trabalhos, todo o trabalho que ele faz ali na comissão, né? Que ele trabalha para a Yaka ali, a família da Yaka e para a Yaka também. Aí mostrando os trabalhos domésticos que ele faz, a negociação também, que ele negocia também, ele faz um monte de coisa, viu? E ainda cuida de uns pets aí, viu? De uns pets de rua ainda, que é muito legal, viu? Muito interessante. Vamos lá. Eu vou desplugar aqui, eu vou mostrar as histórias. Vai ter as partes que tem que pular ali. Aí vocês prestem atenção, é só seguir um caminho deles falando, né? A conversa deles, e depois seguir o outro caminho. Não tem que vocês conseguem fazer de boa. Vamos lá.
Haven't seen Thoma in a while. Who knows what that guy's working on these days?
Salve, chefia, seja bem-vindo à live, boa live pra você, meu querido, viu? Vou mostrar aqui a história do Thoma aqui, o personagem novo de Inazuma, que ele não é tão de Inazuma, né? O pai dele que é de Inazuma, mas ele é de modo stand. Vai mostrar aqui, aí você fica esperto na história aí, presta atenção na história que é bem legal as histórias, viu? Que são 6 finais diferentes assim, né? São 6 historinhas dos eventos aqui dele aqui, né? Que é a missão lendária, né? De eventos de encontro, né? Quando você encontra com os personagens, que é muito legal isso aqui. Vamos lá, viu?
Probably something of the utmost importance, as ever. Taking guests out for lavish meals, cleaning up around the...
We have people like that to thank for the decline of the samurai spirit in this day and age. Also, I heard he's Mondstadt, born and bred. Just saying.
Oh. Well, no wonder. What do you think Miss Kamisato even sees in that guy?
Sorry, haven't slept too well. Wait, what are you all doing here?
We were just having a little chat on our break. It's time we were going. We're busy people, Thoma. You do
Well, thank you, gentlemen. I'll think about that when my vacation's over. Sorry I'm a little late. Something came up. Yep, I sure did. No big deal, though. People like to criticize those who don't fit in. It's the same. If a little private gossiping helps them let off some steam, well, good for them. Wouldn't you agree? Oh? I'm touched that that's how you see the situation. I don't think we need to go down that route, though. In any case, as a housekeeper, it's hardly my... But you're my guest and I live to serve. So if you have any other thoughts on the matter, I'm willing to give anything you suggest a shot. As long as it's a serious suggestion, of course. I'll be waiting for you right here. Just come and find me if you need anything.
Someone needs assistance.
What else do I have left?
You're asking me what I think Thoma could do better? He's busy enough as it is, don't you think? I barely see him around here at the and when I do, more often than not, he's busy with the house. I think he should carry on doing what he's doing. Everyone's got their own way of living, and Thoma's no different.
Let's see. What else do I have left to do today?
Oh, this is going to be a problem. Oh, you're Miss Kamisato's friend, aren't you? Basically, something downright awful's happened, and we're discussing what on earth we should do. In preparation for the festival next month, we procured some very precious ceremonial implements from another island. But as luck would have it, our ship got hit by strong winds out at sea. The entire ship... Well, certainly there's no time to go all the way back up, but he's a shrewd one. He caught on to the fact that we needed the goods urgently and raised prices sky high. Clearly he wants to take us for every mora we're worth. It's a real dilemma. We've tried, but he just won't budge. It doesn't help that he has something of a feud with the Yashiro Commission. He once sold us some ceremonial implements of exceptionally poor quality. He's resented us ever since, Now that he actually has the chance to... The Yashiro Commission doesn't have any direct authority over merchants. We could file a formal complaint, but the process is long and drawn out, and the festival is drawing nearer every day. Kazumasa and Furusawa have marched off to see him, but I don't know whether they'll be able to resolve it. I really hope the festival goes smoothly.
Oh, that whole situation, huh? I heard a thing or two about it. I was planning on finding some time to sort it out after entertaining you. It's hard to say for sure. I'd need to talk with the guy first. Since this has piqued your interest, how about we head over there together? Still, the original plan here was to focus on your enjoyment, not rope you into the trials and tribulations of the Yashiro Commission. Oh, you think so? Well, in that case, I guess I'd better look alive. Well, if that is what you really want, I'd better give this my best shot.
Your asking price just isn't realistic. Hey, what point are you trying to make here, huh?
If the festival gets delayed, don't say we didn't warn you.
Help! I'm being attacked by Yashiro Samurai!
What? Hey, cut that out!
You little... Take it easy, would you? Look, we're not going to harm you, all right?
The Yashiro Commission is forcing me to sell against my will! Doshin! I need a Doshin!
Looks like there's no negotiation to be had here. Come on, let's get out of here.
Wait up.
Is that all they got? Amateurs. The nerve. Oh, hello.
Hello again.
Wait, I know you. Well, if it isn't the Yashiro Commission's errand boy, Thoma. Do you know how long the Tenryo Commission locked me up for? And all thanks to you, going on about my goods being cheap fakes.
You almost make it sound like I planted something and framed you. Those goods were defective, you know that, right?
Ugh, you're so pedantic. Think how many festivals there are in a given year. Now, take candles, for example. Do you have any idea how many they go through? I could switch half of them out for duds without a single person noticing, and make a small fortune in the process. I was happily providing you with some much-needed supplies. Not only were you ungrateful, you had the audacity to report me! Well, now the tables have finally turned, and you're begging for my help. Can you really blame me for charging a little extra? Look, I found out what happened. The Commission's shipment ran into a storm and is now lying at the bottom of the ocean. The festival's right around the corner, so postponing it isn't an option. Right now, I'm the only one selling what you need. If the festival goes pear-shaped and Guji-ai or the almighty Shogun hears about it, they are not going to be happy. And so you might want to consider your position here.
Oh, come on, boss. This is all a little heartless. Besides, aside from the Yashiro Commission, no one else buys ceremonial items. Surely resolving this dispute...
Don't give me that! The fact is, you're desperate to buy, and I ain't desperate to sell. The batch I have here can go to waste for all I care.
Looks like we can't come to an agreement, then.
Well, I'm glad it's dawning on you. You can either pay up, or look like a bunch of idiots when the festival comes around. Your choice. Time's precious, and I've given you a fair...
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear that he doesn't intend to discuss this any further. I guess his time in the police station didn't make for happy memories. No need. I can't say I think much of the way Yusaku was acting, but ultimately, the issue here lies with the Yashiro Commission. We were the ones who lost the goods, so the responsibility is on us to find a solution. Otherwise, even if we write this out, the Yashiro Commission's reputation will take a huge hit. Let's go. There are a few people...
Ah, if it isn't Thoma. I must say I'm surprised to see you. Last I heard, you were in Rito. Then you just vanished into thin air. Who's the new face?
A friend.
Friend? What, line of work is this young lady in?
They're not a connection, if that's what you're thinking. Just a regular friend. No vested interest here. I originally wanted to take her out for some downtime, but we've ended up mired in commission-related complications.
Okay, I see. My mistake. So, what's the situation today, then?
Well, I remember the last time we spoke, you were grumbling about a lack of iron ore. Have you made any progress on that front?
Why? You got any supplier recommendations? You're a little out of the loop, my friend. We increased our bid price a while back. Soon after, we found plenty of sellers were pulling out all the stops to import stock from wherever they could get a hold of it. I heard some people were so eager to get in on the action that they even took out loans to get ahead of the competition.
Sounds like now you have the opposite problem. More iron ore than you know what to do with.
That's right. We're going to have to select a few sellers from the pool. There are certain candidates under consideration already, but we're still on the fence.
I see. Well, would you mind if I gave you a couple of tips? As it happens, I'd noticed that shipments of iron ore had recently picked up. I looked into it a little and managed to get a sense of which sellers had the quality stock, which offered competitive prices, and so on.
Huh, you don't say. All right then. Here's the list of sellers. Give me your thoughts.
These two are veterans of the business. Regular sales, quality stock, but their price is a little steep. I think you could talk them down though. I'd say to around 80% of what they've quoted you. This one sprung up out of nowhere recently in Rito. Their approach is high volume, small profit margins. The quality's not too bad, but there's always a few duds, so you'd need to inspect the goods thoroughly upon receipt. This one grabbed a loan and leapt straight onto the bandwagon. In their haste, I fear they may have ended up with the mixed bag as far as quality is concerned. Given that their price isn't particularly competitive either, I wouldn't consider them if I were you.
Wait, I know this name. Yes. I believe we're on the same page here.
To be completely upfront, this is really quite important.
Don't mention it. It's no skin off my back. There is something I hope you could do for me in return, though. Recently, several of our It's the worst on the road between Konda Village and Inazuma City. Something always seems to happen along that stretch.
No problem. We'll be back before you know it. I guess you have a few questions. I'll explain.
Satisfy my taste buds.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Windblade! Midnight Phantasmagoria! Nice and spicy!
Leave it all to me. Someone needs assistance. Steady as stone.
Goba, get them! Be gone!
this hurts. Thank you both for your help.
Hi there. Yasutake commissioned us to come and assist with the delivery.
Wonderful. I was starting to think I'd never get this iron ore to its destination. So do I owe you anything for this?
Nope, this is between us and Yasutake. He's the one you should be thanking, if anyone. All right, let's do this. Careful. There could be more monsters to come.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Windblade! As a dutiful maid would. Odds revealed by Thoma! Get them!
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Out of the frying pan!
Okay, almost there now. One final push.
Nice and spicy! By royal decree! Prepare to be blown away! Race you! Time to clear!
All right. I think we could leave the goods here.
Many thanks. There were so many monsters I didn't even see where they came from.
The route should be safe from here on out. We'll be heading...
Sure thing. Again, my thanks to both of you.
All in a day's work. Come on.
I'll catch up.
Worry no more, good sir. Your goods have been safely delivered.
Good to know. As for the issue you needed my help with, I have someone on the case. You can expect a resolution very... You always seem to be cleaning up for other people behind the scenes. Must keep you pretty busy. Speaking of, I'm going to need your help again in a few days' time. There's a meeting coming up, and several trade associations will be fighting tooth and nail over the chance to make up.
Ah, that rings a bell. Not a problem.
Oh, one other thing. I heard Sakai gave our guy a loan a while back. Just thought you might be interested to know.
Huh, is that so? It sounds like I should go talk to him then. Thanks again for all your help. Much obliged.
Think nothing of it. Goodbye for now. I'll see you in a few days' time.
Okay, this problem is halfway solved. That was the quartermaster of the Tenryo Commission. He's in charge of all of their procurement, and also making weapons involves purchasing raw materials. So he's the key decision maker in all the iron ore trade is actually what I was discussing with him just now. On the surface, not a whole lot, I'll admit, but you'll see very shortly. But before that, time to go visit another old friend of mine.
Is there anything in the world that will satisfy my taste buds?
I'll catch up.
Ah, Thoma, you too? Yasutake sent someone over already, but I'm telling you, Thoma, I just don't know if it's feasible.
Really? Why? Is there a problem?
You betcha. The guy owes me Mora, for sure, but there's a long repayment period on that loan. If I go hounding him for Mora now, that makes me the bad guy.
But as I recall, the only reason he was entitled to such a long period was because at the outset, he had a business relationship with the Yashiro Commission. So, if we sever ties with him, surely he'd have to pay you back right away.
In principle, that's how it works, but I'd still be the one who has to take all the flack. I'm just a small timer, you know? People like me need stability and security, not to go rocking the boat.
Come on now, let's work something out. Weren't you after some Noctilucus Jade
Well, Noctilucus Jade would...
For starters, I'd say that's plenty for now. You don't want to go biting off more than you can chew, right?
You... Okay, fine. If you bring me some Noctilucus Jade, I'll get my hands dirty for you.
Great. All right, let's go and find some. Okay, is this enough?
Plenty. Leave the rest to me. I promise you'll be satisfied customer. You know, Thoma, you haven't changed one bit. Same mindset, same style of working. I sure hope the two of us never get into a conflict. Fingers crossed our cooperation will stay happy and healthy for a long time to come.
Don't you worry. Unless you've got plans to cause trouble for the Yashiro Commission, the future looks bright for all our future dealings.
That's good to hear. Okay, I'll be seeing you folks.
Don't worry. People whose attention is always focused on other people's weaknesses tend to expose their own weaknesses pretty easily. Let's head back to the Yashiro Commission headquarters.
it to me. All of it. Whatever it is. What exactly is it? I didn't quite catch your request.
What do we do now?
We could try asking him nicely. Maybe he'd have a change of heart.
I highly doubt that would work. Then again, since we don't have any other options, we might as well give it a try.
But the samurai spirit...
We serve the head of the clan. If the clan is in trouble, we must bear whatever humiliation comes our way to resolve the situation. This, too, is the samurai spirit.
Is anyone there?
Huh? What's he doing here?
He must be here to make fun of us.
There's nothing we can do about it. Brace yourself. I apologize.
I apologize.
Huh?
I apologize. Forgive me. I'll sell to you at the original price. No, what am I saying? Make that half price.
What's going on here?
Thoma? Thoma, are you here? I was completely in the wrong. However much you need, I'll sell it to you. I've got a warehouse full of stock, too, if you need more. Please, you'll have everything you could need.
And without any duds this time, I assume?
None! None whatsoever! I'll stake my whole reputation on it! No fakes, no defects. I give you my word. Please! This is my whole livelihood! Don't cut me off!
Since you've promised not to sneak in any fakes this time around, go ahead with the shipment. Once we've inspected the goods, and if all's in order, I'm sure whatever problems you're presently facing will quickly disappear.
Okay! I'll deliver the goods right away! Right away, I promise!
You see what I mean? Getting things settled as soon as possible is in everyone's best interest. Alright, with that taken care of, let's get out of here.
Why was he apologizing to Thoma?
What's going on here? Hey, Thoma! That's strange. Where'd he go? He was right here a second ago.
Okay, the floors are done. Next, I need to dust down the railings. I only took one day off, but look how much dust has gathered. This is what I mean when I say cleaning is a daily chore. You remember what he said, don't you? His goods could go unsold, and it wouldn't bother him. So, the solution in this case was to cut off his main line of business and make him really feel the heat. The Yashiro Commission doesn't have the authority to meddle in the business world, but as it happened, I knew a few of his major customers, so I sorted it out privately. When he realized he couldn't shift his product, had no source of revenue, and wouldn't be able to pay off his loan, he suddenly felt the pressure. Then I just had to make sure he caught wind of what the cause of his problems was, so he'd seek us out to make an apology. It's no big deal. I've dealt with plenty of situations like this in the past. I know you'd like people to look up to me more, but it doesn't bother me all that much. I'm just the housekeeper of the Kamisato clan. Reputation isn't all that important to me. You feel indignant for my sake when you hear people spreading gossip about me, don't you? That says that in your... For me, that's enough. All I need is for the people I'm close with to know the real me. Thanks for your help in averting a potential crisis for the Yashiro Commission. I owe you one. I'll have to entertain you again sometime. Plus I didn't get very far with entertaining you this time around, so I guess
Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
Deixa eu posicionar aqui. Pronto, eu terminei a primeira missão, já apareceu a foto já. Aí vocês vêm aqui, ó. Vou me afastar um pouquinho. Parar quieto aqui, ajuda. Parar quieto, pronto. Só quietou. Você vem aqui de novo na missão. Oxi. Vamos! Aí. Eu venho aqui, aperto aqui de novo, missão lendária. Aperto nele aqui, ó. Pode ver que está finais alcançados. 1 de 6, ó. Já alcancei um final. Aí eu aperto aqui, né, como sempre. Aperto de novo. Aí tem aqui, ó, pelas costas dele, ó. Aí tem mais pra cá e tem aqui embaixo, ó. Você vai seguindo, ó. Tá com uns coraçõezinhos aqui já, ó. Que eu consigo concluir, ó. Ó. Vendo? Aí agora eu volto pra cá de novo. Pra pegar o segundo caminho. Deixa eu ver. Pronto, aí eu aperto aqui, ó. Dou X. Começo o evento de novo. Aí agora eu respondo a segunda parte. Volto pra cá de novo. Agora é só responder o contrário. Aí vai fazendo assim até... em vez de responder... Eu não tenho responder de baixo, mas vai ficar com um Vzinho agora. Que agora fica com um Vzinho. Acho que não tinha não, Vzinho não. Eu tinha que seguir só de baixo, ou então cima, baixo, e depois baixo, cima, baixo, cima, né? Mas agora fica com um Vzinho quando você pega um caminho. Ó, tá vendo que tá com um Vzinho aqui verde, ó? É porque eu já respondi essa daqui, ó. Tá vendo? Aí já fica mais fácil. Aí nós damos aqui nessa aqui de cima. Aí depois, quando terminar e mostrar a foto ali, não tem que você concluiu. É porque quando mostra a foto é que você concluiu, né? Aí mostra o que aconteceu, aí você vê vários finais. Aí você volta pra ali, aperta, de novo volta e faz o que tá faltando até completar os 6 finais. Vamos continuar.
We were just having a little chat on our break. It's time we were going. We're busy people, Thoma. You do well to grow a sense of...
Well, thank you, gentlemen. I'll think about that when my vacation's over. Sorry I'm a little late. Something came up. Yep. No big deal, though. People like to criticize those who don't fit. If a little private gossiping helps them let off some steam, well, wouldn't you agree? Exactly. Or live and let live, as they say. Today, it's time for a hard-earned rest. There's been so much to deal with since I got out of Komori Tea House. There's too much going on here. Let's find somewhere more peaceful to discuss the plan for the day. You're still my guest after all, and I'd like to hear your ideas. I keep thinking, since I'm the host here, we ought to do something you'll enjoy. But despite that, I still haven't got a clear plan on where to take you. So, what do you usually prefer? Indoor or outdoor activities? Sounds like a plan. I don't really feel like spending my day. In which case, let's head to Komori Tea House. There's nowhere better to sit and chat quietly with a pot of tea. I'll head over there right now and get a few things prepared.
catch up.
Oh, welcome. It must have been a while since since it's about time to eat, I couldn't resist whipping up a little. So please, help yourself. And I can't claim to compete with the likes of Ouya Restaurant Chef, but I think I did all right. What's wrong? You look shocked. Whoa, there's been a misunderstanding. I admit, I may have added a few weird things to that hot pot, but it was just a game. For normal meals, I cook normal dishes. I am a housekeeper after all. Wouldn't have gotten very far without a few culinary skills. Anyway, please dig in. I won't get the chance to cook for you like this every day. Well, seems like my cooking has your seal of approval. You're welcome. When you're out adventuring on your... Take your cape, for example. If you ignore them, sooner or later the whole seam is going to... Let me sew it up for you later. I'm pretty handy with the... Speaking of housekeeping, I can say with confidence that you won't find... Cleaning, cooking, and mending are among my greatest strengths. You can always feel free to hand me jobs like this. What is it? Wait, you're suggesting I teach housekeeping to the Yashiro Commission staff? I'm not sure it would work. I doubt anyone would sign up. I just don't think it's realistic to change people's perception of me just by showcasing my housekeeping skills. I'm surprised that whole matter is still troubling you. With that being said, finding an opportunity to share some housekeeping wisdom with the Yashiro Commission would certainly be in people's best interests. Life maintenance is important. You have to look after yourself if you're going to bring your best self to your work. You know what? Let's give it a try. But first... Alright then. If we're only opening this up to tables and chairs, I can sort out easily enough. Let's start by asking around at the Yashiro...
housekeeping, you say? You know, since it's Thoma teaching, I'd definitely be up for going. Unfortunately, I have quite a lot going on over the next couple of days. But could I swing by once my schedule's freed up? I'd definitely like to give it a try.
Oh, no problem at all. You can join whenever you...
Thanks, Thoma. Also, this isn't really my place, but if you're starting a housekeeping class, haven't you thought about asking for Ruta? As the Kamisato clan's butler, I'm sure she'd know a lot about housekeeping.
Sure. Let's go pay her a visit. Let's hope this goes smoothly.
Oh yeah, rock on!
Ah, Thoma, and a guest. This is a rare combination. Has something happened?
Oh, not at all. We were just thinking of starting a housekeeping class.
A housekeeping class? How wonderful! Do you know, I've always wanted to have Koharu learn from you. Oh, finally. I'm guessing you intend to open the class up to the whole Yashiro Commission? Not just housekeeping staff and servants, right? In which case, why don't you do a big spring clean of the commission itself? It would be a great way to showcase your method. Seeing is believing, after all. You could spend a long time trying to convince them with words alone, or you could let them see you in action.
I like Furuta's suggestion, and it's not like we have a better idea. In which case, heck, why not? Let's showcase the appeal. Let's get started. Man, the flowers will really flourish now that the weeds are gone. While we're here, though, we should water the trees.
What's this all about? We should get a real job.
Oh, Thoma is as enthusiastic as ever.
Thoma's a real capable guy.
The whole Yashiro Commission looks as good as new. We had a lot of spectators, huh? I wonder if we managed to get any of them interested. Either way, thanks for your help. I usually handle all of this stuff on my own, but having you join me today was a pretty great experience. Well, here's hoping. I'll set out some tables and chairs tonight. I've got no idea how many people will show up tomorrow. Make sure you get some good rest tonight. I'll see you tomorrow.
I shall protect the lady of the clan.
Welcome. Don't be too upset. This is normal. With things like this, you can't expect to change people's views overnight. It takes time and effort. Well then, it looks like I'm all yours for this class. I mentioned earlier about... I also want to take this opportunity to teach you how to knit a sweater. That way, you'll be able to make yourself some warm clothes before the winter comes. The fact that you're so ready to look out for me has already made me very happy. But really, it doesn't bother me at all. Once in a while, someone takes issue with my background, interests. People are always going to talk. It's in their nature, and you can't do much to stop them. But that's enough about all that. Come on, grab your needle and let's get knitting. Let's start with the classic stockinette stitch. First, wrap the yarn around, pull it through here, then hang it on the needle. Put your thumb on the yarn here, index finger. You learn pretty quick, but you need to pay close attention to this. Exactly, just like that. Now, set yourself a small goal to start with. For example, knit a scarf by the time winter arrives. Scarves are always a great choice. When it's finished, you can either wear it yourself or gift it to a friend. Just imagining it warms my heart.
If there's anything you wish for, I'll grant it.
Oh, welcome. It must have been a while. Since it's about time to eat, I couldn't resist whipping up a little something for us. So, please, help yourself. And I can't claim to... what's wrong? Whoa. I admit, I may have added... For normal meals, I cook normal dishes. I am a house... Anyway, please dig in. I won't... Well, seems like my cooking has your seal of approval. You're welcome. When you're out adventuring on your own, you take your cape, for example. I definitely see if you ignore them, sooner or later the whole seam is going to come undone. And then you'll have a really tough time mending it. Let me sew it up for you later. I'm pretty handy with the needle and thread. Speaking of housekeeping, I can say with confidence that you won't find anyone as handy around the home as I am. Cleaning, cooking, and mending are among my greatest strengths. You can always feel free to hand me... What is it? Wait, you're suggesting I teach housekeeping to the Ashiro Commission staff? I'm not sure it would work. I doubt anyone would sign up for that. I just don't think it's realistic to change people's perception of me just by showcasing my housekeeping skills. I'm surprised that whole matter is still With that being said, finding an opportunity to share some housekeeping wisdom with the Yashiro Commission would certainly be in people's best interest. Life maintenance is important. You have to look after yourself if you're... You know what? Let's give it a try. But... You think so? In that case, I need to prepare. If I'm going to end up with a lot of students, I should make sure I have all the supplies I need for the class. Tables and chairs I can sort out. Are you sure? That'd be greatly appreciated. Let's see. To start with, I'll be needing lavender melon, fowl, and flour. Once we have all our essentials, we can I really hope everything goes smoothly. Great! That's all the ingredients we need. Time to hit the streets and launch our... As it happens, I know someone in town who runs a textiles business. I'm sure she must know lots of people interested in housekeeping. So, let's pay her a visit.
The books were more interesting in the past.
Welcome to Ogre Textiles and Kimo... Oh, hi, Thoma. What brings you here? Looking to buy some fabric? We have a new batch in. It's a great choice if you're looking to make loungewear.
It sounds interesting. I'll take a look. But the main reason I'm here today, though, is to pick your brain about something.
Oh? And what might that be?
Well, we're thinking of starting a housekeeping class. Problem is, I'm not sure where to go looking for students, so I was wondering if you might help me spread the word. Among other things, I'll be teaching some handy sewing techniques, so providing everything goes smoothly, I'll be needing to buy quite a lot of fabric from your store. Do you think you'd be able to lend a hand?
Of course, it'd be my pleasure. And thank you for supporting my business, Thoma. As it happens, several of my regular customers do have an interest in housekeeping. After I've closed up for the day, I'll go and talk to them for you. I'm almost certain that they'll want to sign up. The only thing is, I'm not sure there's enough of them for a whole class. Ah, I know. Yuko is supposed to be very well connected in the community. Why don't you go and ask her?
Yuko? I'm sure I've heard that name somewhere before. So, she has an interest in housekeeping?
If I remember correctly, she mentioned in conversation once that she's tried knitting a sweater a few times, but just can't get the hang of it. With your housekeeping expertise, I'm sure you'd be able to get her interested.
Great. Thanks for all your help, Miss Ogura. Alright, let's go try our luck with Yuko.
Is there any...
Honestly, my husband doesn't lift a finger around the house. The moment he's home on his day off, it's shoes off and straight to bed so he can just lie there doing nothing.
Ugh, I have one of those at home as well. I know his work is tiring, but recently I've been really struggling with all the housework. It's starting to give me a backache.
They act like it's our job, just because we do it. But nobody trained us, either.
Hello, ladies. Might I ask which one of you is Yuko?
Oh, that would be me. Sorry, I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
I'm Thoma, the housekeeper for the Ashiro Commission. We're looking to start a housekeeping class at the Commission headquarters. I was just wondering whether that might be something that interests you.
Housekeeping? As a class?
That's right, yes. We'll be teaching a whole bunch of handy housework tips and tricks. Sweeping, mopping, laundry, cookery, that sort of thing. All based on my years of experience as a housekeeper. The class is free, of course. The only cost to you is the materials used during the class.
What do you think?
I think this is suspiciously coincidental.
Well, I'll be straight with you ladies. I believe the classes are free for a limited time only, right, Traveler? So far, attendance has been a little on the slow side, so we decided to start offering free trial classes. In other words, we won't charge you after the trial period comes to an end, and if you're still satisfied with the results, you can book more classes for yourself and complete the rest of the course. I'll be sure to give you a favorable price.
I see. It certainly sounds reasonable. But I have a question. Is this class restricted to women only?
Oh, not at all. It's open to people of all genders and ages. The way I see it, housework comprises an essential set of skills that no one could afford to be without. You've got to know how to look after yourself. Life should come before work, don't you think?
Well said. In that case, I'll bring my husband along. Sounds like he could—
Me too. Oh, and while you're at it, have you thought about asking Nagano? I'm sure older folks like him would have time to attend. The more the merrier, right?
Thank you, Thoma. Please excuse us.
All right, I'll see if I can convince the older folks to come along and make a...
Housekeeping class, eh? I was handy around the home back in the day. Sadly, the older I get, the fewer things I'm able to do myself. You're very young. Are you quite sure you're up to the task of teaching housekeeping? It's not as easy as you might think.
I will do my very best. As housekeeper for the Kamisato clan, I've been honing my craft for a long time now.
Very good, young man. Well then, I shall have to... If you're as good as you claim to be, I will encourage everyone I know to attend your classes. And if I find your skills to be lacking, I will be quite happy to teach a few things myself.
What can I say? We'll be honored to have you in attendance, sir. Well then, that will probably just about do it as far as promotion is concerned. Let's head back to the... To be honest, with this being my first time holding a class, I've got no idea how many people to expect. I just hope it goes well. Anyway, tonight I'll set up the tables and chairs, then tomorrow we... So, what do you think the turnout will be like? I sure hope so. We promoted it pretty hard after all. This is the weirdest feeling. Housekeeping has always been something I do alone. You'd better show up to class tomorrow.
Protect the lady of the clan.
How will the Sakoku decree affect
Welcome, one and all. This is my first time teaching a housekeeping class, just as I'm sure it's your first time attending one. I'd like to start from the theory, if I may, and talk a little bit about why mastering the discipline of housekeeping is such an important thing.
Quick, come in. Thoma started the class already. Well, of course. No one's ever held a class like this in the past. I saved you a place. Please take a seat.
The way I see it, housekeeping is a unique skill set that empowers you to set your life in order. Nowhere are these skills more pertinent than in the context of a marital relationship. In a marriage, the lives of two people become closely intertwined. If you can't look after yourself properly, that burden ends up being shouldered by your partner. This, in turn, will start to take a toll upon the relationship with... Huh?
What the?
Huh?
I brought him. Didn't you say men can study housekeeping too?
Wipe that look off your face. Aren't you going to greet the teacher?
No, it's... I...
Darling.
Hello, teacher.
For the love of... Hello, teacher.
Well, hello, and welcome. Now that you're here, I expect you to pay attention and work hard. Well, let's keep going. Housekeeping is not difficult per se. The difficult part is consistency, keeping on top of it over a long stretch of time. To keep up with housework on an ongoing basis, you either have to love everything about it, or you need a few tricks up your sleeve to make things easier. So, for today's topic, we're going to focus on how to make light work of housework. Excuse me, you over there, focus, please. I like to see active engagement in my lessons. That is, unless some of you are looking to stay behind after class to catch up.
I'm sure the Kamisada plan will be fine.
There's fire in your soul, you gotta rock and roll. So come on, let's get moving.
I keep thinking, since I'm the host, but despite that, so, what do you usually prefer? You want to go out for a stroll? Perfect. I have a couple of places I was If you like cats and dogs, there's a great place. I go there pretty much every time I have a day off. You can't feeling that. We could go downtown if you'd prefer. Narukami Island will be packed right now, so... Back to where we first met. I haven't been there in a long time, actually. Which one are you feeling? It's up to you. Okay, let's go straight there. I know Rito pretty well, so I'll give you the grand tour. Today's a rare day off, so above all... I haven't been to Rito in a long time, but it feels like the place... Then again, a long time for humans is a blink of an eye for the natural environment. Makes me wonder, what is Mondstadt like these days? Yeah, I actually grew up there. Later, my father moved back to Inazuma, and then we never heard from him. I wanted to take him some dandelion wine, so I took the boat here from Mondstadt. Unfortunately, we hit a huge storm on the way, which sank the boat. I fell unconscious, but was somehow lucky enough to float the rest of the way to Inazuma, on debris from the wreckage. Oh, I'll spare you the rest for now. Let me take you around. This is a branch of the Chuyu Trading Company based in Liu. They sell ore from that region. I'm guessing you would have seen shops that look like this over there.
Ah, hello there. What brings the two of you all the way out to Rito today? Since you're here, you should pick out a special something. We've got some fantastic pieces in at the moment. Like this Noctilucus jade necklace. Or this Core Lapis bracelet. They may not be top tier in terms of ore quality, but the craftsmanship is simply exquisite. Do either of them pique your interest?
I think both suit you very nicely. Ah, to heck with it. How often do we get to do this? We'll take them both. But you've got to be fair to us with the price, ma'am. My friend here is actually from Liu.
Oh, really? Well, say no more, Thoma. I wouldn't dream of overcharging. How does this figure look to you?
It looks very reasonable. Deal. Now then, let me take you somewhere else. Back in its heyday, Rito always used to remind me of Mondstadt. Freedom of trade, freedom of culture, and freedom of lifestyle. This is the Sailing Breeze, a purveyor of Mondstadt wines. As it turned out, one of the first things that greeted me here when I arrived wasn't my father, but wine from my hometown. It must be said, though, the wines here aren't quite up to the Dawn Winery standard. Back when my father was still in Mondstadt, he used to talk fondly of the Angel Share. Of course, I was still a kid back then, so I never did get to join him for a drink. And now that I'm actually old enough, the opportunity is gone. I hope so. You've been to Mondstadt, right? I assume you've been to the Angel Share? I hear the owner's quite a formidable businessman. Given the chance, I'd love to meet him. When that day comes, we should also grab a drink. Wait, what am I saying? Maybe when you're older. Rito's been going downhill ever since. The winds of freedom disappeared, and a dark gloom took their place. Ironically, though, it's that same gloom that really allows me to thrive here.
Hi, Thoma. Out shopping with your friend? Can I get you anything today?
Oh, why not? I'll take that toy fox. The Sakoku decree has not been good for business. Merchants have faced hostility at every turn. That's why the International Trade Association got together. Ah, here we are. Bet this takes you back, huh? I'm sure he's getting by. He wrote me not long ago, actually, asking me to deal with the situation for one of the merchants. Kurisu works tirelessly to maintain some sort of order within the business world, despite the entire industry being less than ideal. Must be tough for the guy. I hope everything gets back to normal as soon as possible.
Excuse me, Thoma? It is you! What a coincidence! I was just about to send someone to deliver a gift to you.
I don't believe we've met. And if there's a gift involved here, I'm not sure I've earned it. Is there something I can do for you?
No, you don't know me, but I've heard of you before. I ran into some trouble a while back, asked Kurisu for some help, and he said if you're on the receiving end of someone's kindness, you can't let it go unacknowledged. So...
Something you thought I might like?
That's right! So here it is. Some confectionery from Yume no Tenenan. I thought this would be the only fitting way to repay someone of your stat. Not to mention that the value of your assistance far outweighs the value of Do you like it?
Oh. I don't know how you did it, but you managed to cater to my taste perfect. I humbly accept your gift. Keep up the good work in your line of business, and if you have any further problems, feel free to come find me.
I will. Thanks again, Thoma. I'll leave you in peace now. Have a good day!
You too. Goodbye. Pretty high energy guy, huh? You want to try? This store is indeed renowned in Inazuma. In fact, demand is so high that it's very difficult to come by their products. They're all handmade by top chefs, and the flavor is as authentic as it gets. Great! I'm glad you like it. I'll see about trying to make my own recipe when I get the chance. They're made from a traditional family recipe, though, so replicating them won't be easy. Okay, that about wraps up our nostalgia trip to the International Trade Association. I think we've seen just about everything there is to see in the city. Let's keep heading this way. We don't get to hang out all that often. It'd be a shame to head back so soon. With the change of seasons, Rito gives me a different feeling each time I come. Maybe it's not entirely to do with the seasons. I come to this place every time I visit Rito. The view here isn't as spectacular as on Narukami Island, but if you're looking for a relaxing spot, you can't beat this one. I believe that the Sakoku decree will be repealed one day, and this place will flourish again like it did in the old days. When the winds of freedom finally blow away the gloom, I think I'll have to ask my lady for a long vacation, so I can take a trip back home. Alright, time to call it a day. Let's head back. Not ready to leave yet? Come to think of it, I do have a couple more places I could take you. Oh, there's no need for... The whole reason I took you out was to thank you for all the help you gave us during the Vision Hunt decree. As long as you enjoyed yourself, that's all I could ask for. You don't have to give me a gift. Really? Okay, well, now I'm excited. Oh, my... It's... This really... Oh, I wasn't expecting this. I'm a little lost for words. This gift is... invaluable. Oh, I know, but I don't mean its material value. I'm talking about its... let me put it this way. The confectionery I received from that merchant earlier, thoughtful gift, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, I know it's mostly transactional. I helped him out, so it's standard procedure for him to get a gift from me in return. Also, he picked a brand of fancy confectionery that he thought would meet me at my level, and make it easier for him to approach me with any future requests. If you lend Mora to someone, you can guarantee that any gift you receive in return will have been chosen according to its material value. But the gift you just gave me can't be weighed in the same terms. Oh, okay. Well, at least take this in return. It's an omamori I always carry with me. Again, nothing expensive. But it can bring the bearer good luck. Seriously, I'm not making that up. My father told me. He gave it to my mom, and she gave it to me just before I came to Inazuma. Who knows? Maybe this omamori was the only reason I survived the storm, and made it to Inazuma in the first place. Whatever the truth of it is, I'd like you to have it. I keep thinking, since I'm the host here, we ought to do some. But despite that, So, what do you usually. You want to go out for a stroll? If you like cats and dogs, I go there pretty much feeling that. Narukami Island will. Back. Which one are you feeling? It's up to you. I had a feel. There's a sakura tree in Hanamizaka where I go to feed them. I need to grab a few things though. Can't go there empty-handed.
Whatever's going on over there looks pretty rock.
This is a pretty good spot, right? There are tons of stray cats and dogs here at the outskirts. Every time I come to... It just sort of became a tradition over time. You think so? Well, feed them enough times and I'm sure you'll win their affection. Not only that, you'll also start to feel that they're your responsibility. Whenever you have any free... Why don't you try feeding them? I brought some of their favorite food just so you could get into their good graces. Don't worry, I've trained them to not be aggressive toward humans. They'll still run away if they find someone threatening, but I'm pretty sure they'll like you. You're an approachable person, and they can tell. Animals are very sensitive to these things. Well, that didn't take long. Look at that! Best buds already. Some of the dogs are even showing their bellies. That's a sign that they really trust you. Well, you'll rarely see Tarumaru roll onto his back, though. He's a ninja dog, so he's always on guard in case an enemy approaches. Speaking of ninja dogs, I actually saw one the other day on the beach north of Konda Village. Well, that's the thing. They rarely go off on their own. Usually they stick with their human ninja partners. After retiring, most ninja dogs are taken in by their partner, or sometimes someone else. It's extremely rare to find them on their own in the wild, so it makes me a little concerned. Believe me, I wanted to bring it back to the Yashiro Commission, but it wouldn't let me. I tried establishing some trust by petting it on the head, but it gave me a nasty bite. Still, I don't want to give up on it. Nobody really goes out that way, and I don't know what it would have to eat out there. That would be great. Even though it's not the most approachable dog, I still want to give it another try. It seems to sit in the same spot on the beach all day, only moving to take a few paces back when the tide comes in. Last time I saw it, its fur was soaking wet. Ultimately, bringing it back to the Yashiro Commission is going to be a lot better for it than leaving it sitting out in the elements all day. Or, we could even bring it back to Komori Tea House to make friends with Toromaru. Well, let's see if we even get that far. Oh, see it? It's that one, just up ahead. Judging by the breed and apparel, it definitely is a ninja dog from the Shimatsuban. It's looking a little more docile today. Shall we try and get closer? Oh, you should stay a few paces behind me. I know it looks calm, but if it gets riled up, it could pounce and bite in an instant. Here, doggy. Good doggy. You hungry, my friend? I brought you a nice little snack. Oh, you're a vicious little thing, aren't you? You almost bit me again. Look at you, wasting away. You must want to eat a little something. You don't have to come back with us, but come on. A dog's gotta eat, right? You're not worried it's poisoned, are you? Here, I'll take the first bite. See? Delicious and poison-free. Come on, just have a bite. A little tiny bite. And then I'll leave you alone. How's that sound? Looks like it has zero intention of eating the food we brought. Is it just me, or does it look kind of on edge? Maybe it's something in the sea, or something nearby that's got him on alert. You think he was attacked by monsters? People do tend to lose their appetite in dangerous situations. Maybe it's the same for dogs, too. Let's clear out the area on behalf of our canine companion here. Thanks for helping out. This place should be a little more tranquil now.
Oz, reveal thyself! Windblade! Power core! By royal decree! Time to rock! Not cool!
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
We must leave no stone unturned. As a good knight should. Feel the beat! Oz, reveal thyself! Steady as stone. Pyrotechnics!
Oh, here, doggy. Look, no more danger. You've gotta want to eat a little something now. Come on, eat up. Then let's get you back to Komori Tea House. Whatever's on your mind, you can tell me and Tarumaru all about it. Rejected again. And there I was, thinking that I was the one it didn't like. I didn't expect it to be so on edge around you, too. Well, to me, this proves that it simply doesn't want to leave this place. For now, let's not force it. Time to head back to the Yashiro Commission headquarters. I'll see if I can find its owner, so they can come and collect it. That's right. The Shumatsuban only answer to the Yashiro Commissioner, Kamisato Ayato. Under most circumstances, no one else has the authority to inquire into their business. However, I was talking to Commissioner Ayato a while back, and he agreed to let me bend the rules in exceptional circumstances. That doesn't mean I can mobilize the Shumatsuban to do my bidding, of course. But I'll be able to get the intel we need, no problem. It's sort of a prerogative I have. Oh, all right. There's a good dog. Calm down. We're not gonna take you away. It's much safer here now, see? We're gonna leave now. Make sure to give yourself a good rest. All right. Let's go.
This ninja dog you speak of, it rings a bell. Could I trouble you to describe it again for me?
A red Shiba with a scar in its eye, dressed in black stealth wear.
Oh, I think I know. You must be talking about Inu Shosho. That's right. I'm really surprised that's where you found him.
Perfect! Now that we've figured out his identity, we can get his owner to go and collect it. I should add, it's never good to have dogs run away like this. The poor thing's out there all on his own with no real food or shelter day and night. So, shall we go find the owner and see if they have time to fetch him?
I'm sorry, that won't be possible.
Why?
I'm afraid I can't disclose the owner's identity. What I can tell you is they went out to sea on a dangerous mission and he won't be coming back. I had no idea that he hadn't taken Inu Shosho along with him. Seems he decided to face this one alone. I can only assume that Inu Shosho is waiting for his owner to come back, which is why he refuses to move from the beach.
Did Inu Shosho's owner leave anything behind? You know, any personal items, or a Shumatsuban uniform, perhaps?
Most of his possessions disappeared along with the man himself. The only thing I can think of is the kunai he used to train with. Come with me. I'll see if I can find it for you. Yes, this looks like the one. The reason this kunai stands out in my memory is because when he first joined the Shumatsuban, he trained it harder than anyone else, to the point where the tip became blunt from erosion. Take it. The Shumatsuban will make sure to cover Inu Shosho.
Thank you kindly. Let's just hope Inu Shosho remembers. Let's go pay Inu Shosho another visit. Hey, Inuyasha? I know. How come this strange man suddenly knows your name? You're waiting for your master to come home, aren't you? Mind if we wait with you? Don't worry, we're not looking to suddenly whisk you away. Look at this. Do you know what it is? As I thought, you remember. Excellent! It looks like what he needed wasn't for us to take him away, but for us to accompany him. You know, I sometimes did this too, when I first arrived in Inazuma. I just stood on the beach, looking out at the... Everyone has people and events from their past that they look back on fondly. I guess we only grow when we realize that those things aren't coming back. The Shumatsuban is not a peaceful organization. And being a ninja is an extremely dangerous profession. Many of the Shumatsuban's ninjas have paid the ultimate price in the course of carrying out top-secret missions. The Shumatsuban never discloses their identities, and doesn't publicly commemorate them. But at least now, Inuyasha, you're not the only one in the world who remembers him. From today onward, we will join you in honoring his memory. I think that means deal, right? Hey, in the future, let's try and come back here from time to time. When we get the... Maybe we could build a little kennel for him. In the long term, being out in the cold and wet like this could start to cause joint problems. I could make some winter clothes for him, too. In fact, I'd better get started. Well, that didn't take long. Some of the dogs are even showing their belt. Well, you'll rarely see Tarumaru roll. Speaking of ninja dogs, well, after retiring, it's extremely rare to find them on their own in the wild. So, believe me, I wanted to bring it back to the Yashiro Commission, but it wouldn't let me. I tried establishing some trust by petting it on the head, but it gave me a nasty bite. Still, I don't want to give up on it. Nobody really goes out that way, and I don't know what it would have to eat out there. That's probably a good idea. It was in a very aggressive mood the last time I saw it. I'm worried it might bite you if we try to approach it, though. Let's wait until it's in need before going to its aid. But back to our other animal friends. Now that the weather's getting colder, I'm wondering whether I should knit some sweaters for these strays. Problem is, most of them don't actually like being touched, so I can't take their measurements very easily. That's not a bad idea. We could take photos of them from different angles, then work out their measurements by using other objects in the picture as a reference. See? You're the real fixer here. Let's give it a try. Well, I think we've got enough photos now. I can't get over how cute they are. They're just adorable, aren't they? I'll have to think carefully about what kind of sweaters to knit for each of them. The color should be complementary. Well, you know what? Let's buy some yarn from the next store we pass. You know, the first time I came here, there was just one stray dog on its own. I still remember the first time I fed it. It was a rainy day. The Kamisato clan had just introduced a series of new policies, but a few of the more stubborn clan elders were extremely resistant to the changes. I was holding my umbrella, on my way to visit one such gentleman of senior status. The plan was to talk him into supporting the clan's decision. Sadly, he wasn't interested in having a conversation. He didn't even let me in. As soon as he saw me coming, he got his samurai to send me away. I mean, I fixed it in the end, of course. It's just that the first few visits didn't go so smoothly. So, anyway, after they turned me away, the weather went from bad to worse. The wind was so strong it rendered my umbrella completely useless. Before long, I was drenched from head to toe. I must have looked like a real mess. I decided to take shelter under a tree and found a stray dog sitting there who had the same idea as me. It saw me and moved a little further in. like it was trying to make room for me. So we sat there together. I shared my onigiri with it, stone cold by this point, but still edible, and we ended up huddling together, waiting for the rain to stop. As far as the big shots are concerned, I'm just an expendable servant boy. I always have to be mindful about what they might want, and what I can do for them in return. But when I'm with these little guys and gals, everything's so much simpler. One stone-cold onigiri, and hey, presto, we're friends for life. Even when I show up empty-handed, they still come to me. When it comes down to it, I think it's these simple and straightforward connections that I value the most. Sorry. Ended up giving you the unabridged version. Shall we come visit this place again some other time? Great. I'll see you soon. So sleepy. I had some things I needed to do, so I ended up burning the midnight oil to get those sweaters knitted. I wonder if they'll actually suit them, though. Let's start by testing them out on the friendlier. This one's for Petal. Oh, and this one's for Darko. With any luck, that should see them through the winter. Then, come the spring, a new year will begin. And they'll be free to roam the wilds once again. You know, if you take one day at a time and be kind to the world, good things will come your way eventually. That might sound a bit naive, but I really do believe it. At least, it seems to have worked for me, you know?
Essa história aqui é ótima. Gostei de todas as histórias, né? Nós vimos aqui a história aqui dos encontros aqui com o Thoma, né? Temos os cursos que ele deu para ensinar o pessoal a limpar, né? De limpeza, a dividir as tarefas, né? De limpeza. Teve o cachorro lá, cachorro ninja, o cachorro ninja Inu Shou, né? Do Shionatsuban, né? Que é o criador ninja lá, né? Que é bem interessante, foi bastante divertido. Nós tivemos também aí o conto aí ele explicando como é que ele conheceu esses cão virada de rua, os gatos de rua, os animais de rua, né? Cães e gatos vira-lata de rua, né? Aí ele tricotou aqui, né? Por causa do inverno que tá chegando. Thoma tricotou suéteres para cães e gatos vira-latas, mas não parece não servir. Bem engraçado isso aqui. E teve também como ele conseguiu resolver lá, né? O problema do comerciante lá que não queria vender lá as coisas pro festival. Ele conseguiu resolver também. Ele entende de comércio, diplomacia, de limpeza, né? Coisa bem do clã. Né? Muito bom. Eu gostei. Foi bem divertido. A história deles são bem interessantes. Viu? Se vocês gostaram, se inscreve no canal. Dá um like para dar força ao canal, viu? Eu estou tentando fazer o canal crescer. Obrigado a todos. Até a próxima. E vamos que vamos. Ah, ainda tem isso aqui. Quando completa, tá completo, ó. Tem a recompensa. Isso aqui tá meio difícil. Devia ter uma opção ali para sem ser usar isso ali. Aqui, ó. Tem a recompensa aqui, ó. A recompensa fica aqui, ó. É só apertar quadrado, ó. Tá todas as fotos ali, tá vendo? Começa aqui. Aí tem 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pronto. Só apertar quadrado aqui, tem essa recompensa, ó. Isso aqui é uma comidinha aqui, ó. Ó, tanta recompensa, ó. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tá vendo? Bastante coisa. A recompensa não é lá tudo isso, mas quebra um galho, né? Já é alguma coisa. Ah, teve aqui também ele mostrando aqui a origem dele, né? Que era do mod stand. Aqui, ó. Isso aqui foi quando a gente deu umas margaridas voadoras para ele, que é a lembrança do mod stand, né? Que é o símbolo de lá. E ele deu um amuleto, né? Um amuleto Omamori, que é para dar boa sorte. Também foi muito legal também isso. Mas o mais divertido foi isso aqui. Não, tá difícil aqui, viu? Isso aqui foi bem divertido. Obrigado a todos, até a próxima e vamos que vamos. Ficou muito grande pro gato ali.